My son told me, "Mom, you should make a video. This tastes better than any sauce you bought." So here it is. I have added information that can save some time and get a sauce you'll be proud of. It starts with field tomatoes that are the best for making sauce. I buy them by the case, like this nice one filled with Roma tomatoes. While I wash them, I should also specify that they should be well ripened to give the nicest color and taste to the sauce. I washed all these tomatoes to make a batch of sauce. First, I transferred the tomatoes to 2 trays and roast them in the oven until the skin cracks a little, making it super easy to peel them. It is the quickest method to peel the tomatoes I know of. As an alternate option, you can blanch the tomatoes, as in the video attached at the end. I prefer roasting because it enhances the flavor of the tomatoes in this sauce. Peeling is not at all hard, and you can do it after they cool down, so there is no danger to your fingers. After you're done with it, slice the tomatoes in a large pot. I'm going to show this, even though some people don't like this much detail, but I'm removing the white hard part of the tomato that is connected to the stem. So, I filled up the pot with chopped tomatoes. There's another trick. I remove some of the liquid leached from the tomatoes, about 300 milliliters, because you reduce the boiling time this way, and it does not affect the taste. Now transfer the pot to the stovetop with medium heat, cover and bring to boil. After about half an hour, the tomatoes are already cooked. You can break them with a spoon. I do it so they are all submerged in liquid, and continue to let them simmer for 1 hour. This are the tomatoes after cooking them for 1 hour and a half. They are very easy to mash. I like to use a mixer to do it. The immersion blender is not a good choice because it may fragment the tomato seeds and require straining the sauce. Another option is to simply use a potato masher. Because this sauce doesn't require a perfect consistency, you can simply mash it with a fork. However, because of the quantity, it may take more time to do it this way. Now this is the texture and consistency of the sauce at this point. This part is only the tomatoes. Now we need to add the rest of the ingredients. First we need the onion and garlic, peeled and chopped first. Then mince to a paste in a food processor. This way it will be easier to cook and infuse the sauce with flavor. In order to do that, place the oil in a frying pan. Transfer the garlic and onion paste to the pan and cook on medium for 7 to 10 minutes. Transfer the cooked garlic and onion to the pot with the tomato sauce. Add salt and pepper at this time too, then mix and bring to boil again. From now, because the sauce is thickened, you have to scrape the bottom with a spoon, periodically. Also use a lid to contain the occasional splashes. You have to cook the sauce for 1 more hour. If you need, you can adjust the consistency of the sauce with the tomato water you removed at the beginning. In the meantime, you can prepare the basil leaves. Wash them, separate from the stem and chop very fine. I got a bunch of it, and the chopped leaves filled 1 cup. I used the whole quantity. They make a big difference and improve the flavor of the sauce. I added the basil at the end of the cooking time. For maximum flavor, I removed the pot from the stovetop. The hot sauce and the canning process that follows is enough to cook the basil while maximizing flavor. Canning the sauce is easy. You have to fill sterilized jars with the sauce while hot. If for some reason it cooled down, you can reheat it. The reason why you need the sauce to be hot is because it will increase in volume as you fill the jars. After the canning, the jars will cool down and the sauce will decrease in volume. This creates vacuum in the jar that pulls the lid towards the inside, creating a vacuum seal. To continue with the canning, You cover the jars with appropriate lids, like these two-part lids. Once the jars are filled and secured, you place them in a large pot submerged in water. Bring the water to boil and simmer for 30 minutes. Then you've done it. You have your homemade tomato sauce that you can store in your pantry. Enjoy! By the way, you can make a fresh pasta sauce to eat right away in 30 minutes. That will be my next video.